Skol Vikings. What's good, Purple Nation? Buckle up, because we're diving into some juicy Minnesota Vikings news that's got every fan buzzing. The 2025 NFL Draft is just days away, and with Cameron Bynum gone and Harrison Smith maybe, just maybe, in his final season, the safety position is screaming for a new hero. Are we about to draft the next legend to lock down our secondary? Let's unpack this like a game-winning interception and figure out what's next for our Vikings. The big question is, who's stepping up in our defensive backfield? The Vikings secondary took a hit with Bynum signing with the Colts in free agency, leaving a gap that's got Brian Flores scheming. Harrison Smith, our six-time Pro Bowler and possible future Hall of Famer, is back for his 14th season, but at 36, the clock's ticking. The Vikings need a playmaker to learn from the master and take over in 2026. Can you feel the suspense building already? Stick with me as we break down the depth chart, scout the hottest draft prospects, and predict who's going to wear that purple and gold. Will it be a first-round splash or a late-round steal? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this Vikings hype train rolling. Skol. Let's start with the state of our safety room. It's a mix of veteran grit and untapped potential. Harrison Smith is still the anchor, bringing that instincts and leadership we love. Josh Metellus is a versatile beast, ready to make plays all over the field. Then there's Theo Jackson, who's stepping into the spotlight after a sneaky good rise from the Titans practice squad in 2022. But with only 5 guys on the depth chart, we're thin, folks. Theo Jackson's story is straight up inspiring. The Vikings locked him up with a 3-year, $9.3 million extension before he hit restricted free agency. Talk about believing in the guy. He's shown flashes in over 200 defensive snaps, and the coaching staff sees him as Bynum's replacement. But here's the kicker. If we draft a safety early, Jackson's going to have to fight for that starting spot. Are you feeling confident in Jackson? Or do we need a big-name rookie to shake things up? The 2025 season could hinge on this position, and I'm dying to hear your takes. Let's keep the energy high and dive into why this draft is so critical. The 2025 NFL Draft is our chance to reload, and safety is a top priority. With only 4 picks, the fewest in the league, GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has to play this smart. The Vikings are eyeing a versatile, playmaking safety who can fit Flores' aggressive defense. Imagine a rookie learning under Harrison Smith for a year before taking over. That's the dream, right? Mock drafts are buzzing with names like Malaki Starks from Georgia and Nick Emenwari from South Carolina. Starks is a fan favorite, a rangy ball hawk who could slide right into our scheme. Emenwari's athleticism is off the charts, but some compare him to Lewis Cine. Yikes. Let's hope he's not another bust. Who's your pick for our first rounder at number 24? The draft kicks off April 24th in Green Bay, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Will we go all in on a safety or trade back for more picks? Hit the comments with your draft strategy. Let's build this roster together. Let's talk Malaki Starks, because this Georgia star is stealing the show in mock drafts. He's a 6'1", 205-pound playmaker with elite range and instincts, perfect for Flores' blitz-heavy system. Starks racked up 146 tackles and 5 interceptions in college, and analysts say he's a day 1 starter. Could he be the next great Vikings safety? But here's the flip side. Some fans are nervous about drafting another Georgia safety after Lewis Cine struggles. Cine, our 2022 first-rounder, never found his groove and got cut last year, ouch. Starks is a different player with better coverage skills and football IQ. But the comparisons are there. Are we ready to roll the dice again? Picture Starks lining up next to Harrison Smith, picking off passes and blowing up plays. Does that get your blood pumping? Tell me in the comments if Starks is your guy, or if you're eyeing someone else. Nick Emenwari is another name heating up the draft boards. This South Carolina stud is a 6'3", 230-pound freak athlete who runs like a cornerback. He had 4 interceptions last season, 2 for touchdowns, and his highlight reel is pure chaos. But his raw style reminds some of Cine's high-risk, high-reward vibe. Can he polish his game in the NFL? Emenwari's upside is massive, but he's not a sure thing. Scouts say he needs to refine his technique to handle NFL receivers. If the Vikings grab him at number 24, He'd have a year to learn from Smith and Metellus, which could be huge. Is Emanwari the bold pick we need? Or too risky? Who's got the edge, Starks or Emanwari? Or should we look elsewhere? The Vikings war room is working overtime, and I want your predictions in the comments. Let's get loud. Skol Nation. What if we trade back? The Vikings could slide out of the first round, grab extra picks, and still target a safety like Xavier Watts from Notre Dame. Watts led the nation with 13 interceptions over the past 2 seasons. 13. He's a ball magnet, and at 6 foot, 200 pounds, he's got the size to thrive in our defense. Trading back makes sense with only 4 picks in our pocket. ESPN reports we're the NFL's oldest team in 2024, so we need young talent across the board. Watts might be there in the second round, giving us a steal who can develop behind Smith. But waiting on a safety could mean missing out on elite prospects. Tough call, right? Would you trade back for Watts or hold firm for a first-round stud? Drop your strategy below because this draft could define our future. Let's keep the Vikings defense elite. Don't sleep on the mid-round gems. Andrew Mukuba from Texas and Billy Bowman Jr. from Oklahoma are perfect fits for our number 97 pick. Mukuba's a 5'11" ball hawk with 3 interceptions last year, while Bowman's speed and instincts make him a turnover machine. Both are versatile enough to play nickel or deep safety. Flores would love that. These guys are undersized but scrappy, with the kind of heart Vikings fans adore. Mukuba's quickness could make him a special teams star right away, while Bowman's 6 picks in 2024 scream playmaker. If we go offense or D-line early, one of these safeties could be a day 2 steal. Who's your favorite underdog? The draft is all about finding value, and these names could be gold. Tell me in the comments which mid-round safety you're hyped for. Let's unearth the next Theo Jackson. Late-round options could be the key to building depth. Names like Malachi Moore from Alabama and Zion Childress from Kentucky are on the Vikings' radar. Childress even visited the team. Moore's a savvy veteran with 14 pass breakups in college, while Childress brings physicality at 6 foot, 200 pounds. Either could be a day 3 pickup. The Vikings have a history of finding diamonds in the rough, like Theo Jackson off the Titans practice squad. A late-round safety could compete with Jay Ward and Bubba Bolden for a roster spot, especially on special teams. With only 4 picks, every selection has to count. Can we strike gold again? Who's your late-round crush? Drop their name below and tell me why they're the next Vikings steal. Let's build a secondary that strikes fear in quarterbacks. Let's not forget our current depth chart. There's talent here, but questions too. Josh Metellus is a Swiss Army knife, playing safety, slot, and even linebacker in Flores schemes. Jay Ward's been a special teams ace, but hasn't cracked the defensive rotation yet. Bubba Bolden's a wild card, fighting for a roster spot after bouncing around the league. The X factor is Theo Jackson's emergence. That $9.3 million extension shows the Vikings believe in him, and his 2024 tape backs it up. 41 tackles and a pick in limited snaps. But if a rookie comes in hot, the competition could be fierce. Who's got the edge in this safety room? Skol Nation, are you riding with our current crew or banking on a draft pick to change the game? Hit the comments and let's debate. Our defense depends on it. We're counting down to April 24th, and the Vikings draft plan is coming into focus. Will we make a splash at number 24, trade back for more picks, or find a hidden gem later? The safety position is our chance to build for now and the future, keeping Brian Flores' defense among the NFL's best. This is why we love Vikings football. The drama, the passion, the Skol. Purple Nation, I need you to bring the heat. Drop your boldest draft predictions in the comments. Who's our next safety star? Smash that like button if you're hyped for the 2025 season. Subscribe for more Vikings news, and share this with every fan you know. Let's make this channel the ultimate Vikings hype zone. Skol Vikings, let's keep the faith, stay loud, and build a championship roster together. See you in the comments, and as always, Skol.